Well, we promised a chilly weekend. It was downright cold, 30s and 40s around the area for the overnight lows. And how about this? A little bit of a warm up coming in over the next couple of days. I think for Election Day tomorrow, it's going to be beautiful out there. No excuse to not get out and vote. And then by midweek, we have another front moving in that will bring in a few scattered showers. Now, during the day today, here's your daylight shot. You can see here come the winds out of the southeast. And already we're seeing that moisture developing on the backside of that ridge of high pressure. On the eastern side, that was all the cold air. On the western side, we start getting that southerly wind, so east to southeast winds continue to bring up the moisture, and it looks like we are going to see quite a bit of a warm-up coming in over the next couple of days. So far to the northwest, here's where our next front is, and it's going to be a very slow mover. Unfortunately, it's going to take its time. In fact, as we see on the water vapor loop, take a look here, big dip in the jet stream, big upper high beginning to build in throughout the heartland, and then here's that trough that brought us the cold air. So for right now, with a big ridge moving in, temperatures will be warming up a good 5 to 7 degrees each day, and then by the end of the week, we'll see another front moving in for a cool down over the weekend. So let's first take a look. That big swirl that brought in all the bad weather to the northeast, that is now moving way away from the United States. But behind it, we had that big north wind, brought in all the very cold air, and then farther north, noticed another twist in the atmosphere here. This is kind of lifting northeast, so that's going to take whatever cold air there is, mainly eastward and not our way as of yet. What's happening down here? This is Hurricane Vance, winds of 105 and maybe a little player in the midweek. As we see that front moving in, it's going to actually draw some of the moisture over the Gulf Coast region. So hopefully we'll get some rainfall by midweek. It looks like that would be on Wednesday afternoon through midday on Thursday. So for right now, Election Day looking pretty good. We kind of squeeze in a late Wednesday and Thursday with some rain. So fortunately, it looks like we may see some midweek rainfall because it has been very dry. This is day, 21, 22 with no rain. Ooh, yes, indeed, we need it. So here's what's happening. Notice the high moving eastward now at the lower levels. That's where all the fair skies were we had over the weekend. Here comes that southerly flow. As you can see in the lower levels, we're seeing a southerly wind. In the mid to upper levels, more of a westerly wind. And once again, I think the bulk of the rain for the next 2 days will be staying north. And of course, we will be watching coming in over Mexico and the southwest corner of the United States, some of that moisture with Hurricane Vance. Right now, we're looking at lots of sunshine. A few high clouds continue to move in, but still no rain in the forecast at all. And dew points still pretty pleasant in the upper 40s now. Cold air trying to hang in, but that's going to move eastward. And take a look at this. Dew points already in the mid 60s from southern areas of Texas, even southwest Louisiana. Mid to upper 50s coming in around Shreveport. So that warm and moist air will begin to move in, and then that will be displaced by that front, and then eventually some drier and cooler air moving in as we get into Friday into Saturday as well. Let's move on and show you the temperatures. Coolest air well to the east of us, but what's happening out west? Look at the big dip in the jet stream here that we talked about. 30s and 40s coming in where they should be this time of year, and up toward Canada. Temperatures not brutally cold for this time of year. Upper 20s to low to mid 30s. Eventually, I think we're going to tap into that late week while we're in the 70s. How about this? Coming in Corpus Christi now, a warm, toasty 81. Next couple of days, starting out later this afternoon through tomorrow morning, here come the southeast winds with some moisture. This front is going to be a slow mover. Now, as we take a look a little bit farther southwest, watch what happens with some of the moisture with Vance as the front begins to move eastward. 7:30 on Wednesday morning. Still no rain in the forecast, but then by Wednesday afternoon, we're going to start drawing in some of that moisture. It looks like by Thursday morning through midday, we may see a few scattered showers moving on through. And then finally, the front sweeps everything out with gorgeous conditions and partly cloudy skies. Outside right now, upper 60s to low 70s. Temperature change, we are 11 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. So here comes a warm up with dew points in the 30s, well north, 40s and 50s south. And again, winds shifting more east to southeast at 5 to 10. Here's that forecast for today. Some sunshine, no mention of rain. Temperatures pleasant at 71 to 75. Tonight, overnight lows, some upper 40s to near 50s on the North Shore, right around 59 south. Election Day weather looking great as we go to it. We are expecting no mention of rain. Daytime highs starting out into the 50s, rising into the low to mid 70s, and then by 8 o'clock when the polls close, we're looking at 68 degrees. Extended forecast very quickly. Temperatures warming up to near 81 Wednesday, and then here we have the 70s into the 60s. LSU, big game this weekend. Les Miles at the podium. Let's go live now to Baton Rouge.